It's been 6 years since we last got to hack and slash our way through a post-apocalyptic game with angels, demons, and one of the four horsemen. This time around we get to go Furiosa on all the entities that now plague the Earth. Welcome to the Ruby Tuesdays review for Darksiders 3. For this installment in the franchise, you play as Fury, the third horseman of the apocalypse. She is a badass protagonist with all the power she could need stored inside her hilt. From the get-go, you get the sense that Fury just loves to fight.
I'm done. There will be no sins left standing.
She was bored doing nothing, even considered killing her epic horse just for sport. She was that bored, so when she is summoned and tasked with the mammoth quest of capturing the 7 deadly sins, she jumps at the chance.
With pleasure.
And that is the core story of Darksiders 3. Of course, there is something much more sinister happening in the background, but that's the overarching storyline that's been brewing since the first 2 games.
Take heed, horseman.
Bad things are afoot, and some being in the shadows in pulling the horseman's strings. That's all I'm going to say about that, because to say anything further will result in spoilers, because Darksiders 3 actually takes place at the same time as the first game, and as you play, some of those questions that you maybe still had from the previous titles might well be answered. Thankfully, as you play and upgrade your character, Fury becomes easier to use, even if the fighting system has had an overhaul. Combat is a lot more challenging this time around, so if you play games just for story, then I suggest you choose story mode, because you will need to. Darksiders 3 insists that you learn the enemy's movements. You can just go in and hack and slash like it's some sort of Devil May Cry game, but it will cost you valuable health that you may need further down the line. You need to learn their movements, otherwise each and every single skeleton, demon, bug, angel, and or monster will end you. For me, this was a very welcome change. The new timing mechanic, dodge for a counter move, is very satisfying, and if you chain the attacks and dodge at the right time, your fights make you feel godlike, or well, horseman-like. Talking of which, Fury can also take on 4 different forms called Hollows. These different forms give you access to previous inaccessible areas, new weapons, and powers, and Wrath mode. Using these forms in battle is essential to your survival as you progress further into the game, because as with any game worth its salt, the further you go into it, the harder it gets. Darksiders 3 does this in an epic style. From mini-bosses to deadly sin bosses, you'll need to know your character well, especially if you're playing on one of the harder difficulty modes. One of the things that truly stood out for me in this game was the fact that the world feels like a big anime dungeon. What I mean by that is everything seems connected. Although big and fast travel points are a must, you don't feel like sections are blocked off. It's a big anime loot cave filled with lots of treasures to be had, loads of bad guys to defeat. The story is exciting and immersive, and it's tempting to just run along from boss to boss to find out what happens in the story, but don't do that. Experience the world created. Go off the beaten path to discover mini-bosses, guarding loot, do the side quests. It's begging to be explored. In fact, at times, the world needs you to traverse its heights and depths in order to progress. There's a favourite character returning as well, our favourite demonic merchant Vulgrim.
Hello, Fury.
And he's there as usual for upgrading, the price being souls of course. Thankfully, there are no microtransactions. All in all, I found Darksiders 3 to be very immersive, and once I'd gotten the fighting mechanics down, it was a lot more fun, because let's face it, kicking ass is implied in the name Fury. If some of the checkpoints are too far apart for my liking, sometimes an enemy will lock you into a corner. No matter what button you push or what move you do, nothing can get you out of that corner, and you are dead. But that's about all I could find wrong with it, to be honest. For the most part, I found this installment highly fun, highly addictive. The visual style is perfect. It's vibrant and loud as it should be for this franchise. The score is epic and worth a buy when it comes out, and the dialogue really brings the characters to life. It's for this reason I'm giving Darksiders 3 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching this review. Are you excited to play this game? What did you think of the previous 2 games? Let us know in the comments below, and for more reviews, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. But most importantly, remember, live long and Tuesday.
Did they cancel the apocalypse and forget to tell me?